September 27th, 2:11 p.m., Wright and Co. Law Offices.
That's where we are right now, gang. How are y'all doing tonight? I hope good. And welcome to the Hopes.
Welcome to that.
Today we're finishing up the last
vanilla case of the first game of Ace Attorney.
Yes.
But there is like the next case. There is another case that all American fans or English fans of Ace Attorney will be fond of, that we will do. But yeah. this is the
next
big one.
The next one's the epilogue.
Yeah.
Congrats on getting first, Leo, and ham ha to everyone who is joining us today, whether it be lurkers, chatters, or YouTube watchers.
Yeah.
You're on your lunch, so you're going to eat some food and chill for a bit. That's awesome. I love that idea. Let's get right into it then.
Yeah.
Last time, we bought another day of investigation for our client, Edgeworth.
I'm sure they'll kinda...
Yeah. Are you being Maya
am I gonna
still,
be Maya
or
again?
should I continue to... Should I be Maya again?
I can be Maya.
Because I know in the next game you want to be Maya.
Because I want you to be Pearl.
Yeah, so maybe we're just going to be transitioning to you as Maya if... no, I'll be Maya right now.
Because it's going to be a long
That's a
scene.
lot. It's a lot.
All right.
Okay. All right. What was Mr. Edgeworth talking about? I don't remember.
You give us a flashback.
Please. A memory of a crime that I committed. A memory of murder. Do you really think Mr. Edgeworth killed?
I don't believe it. Not Edgeworth. Some painful memory has been troubling him recently. But he'd never take someone's life. Never.
Nick.
Yo, how's everyone doing? What do you think of my performance today?
Oh my god.
Shit. I had him swooning in the aisles, huh, Maya?
Swooning? Me? Oh, yes. I do remember feeling faint.
Right on! Tell me the truth. It was like love at first sight, right?
With that face, with that expression.
Tell me the truth. Right, Nick? It was love at first sight. Huh? Me? Well, maybe my heart skipped a beat or two. Dude, I'm not gay. I think you could do better than that. Come on! I saved Edgeworth in there, dude. Edgy! You guys should be bowing before me. Yeah, bow before your hero.
Leaves.
Bye.
I think I'm the lawyer here.
Woohoo! I was hot out there. Hot. I'm glad someone's happy about how this case is going. He seems too happy to care about anything I show him.
Oh. Alright, well.
Larry, you really helped out in the trial today.
You did! If you weren't there, Larry, I'm sure Mr. Edgeworth would have been found guilty.
But seriously, Nick? That boat shop caretaker guy is pretty suspicious. But Edgy ain't off the hook yet.
Way to spoil the mood, Larry.
Hey, I'm just a guy sitting in the audience, you know? But from where I was sitting, Edgy seemed pretty edgy. I mean, can you really know he's telling the truth about that night?
Nick?
I don't know. But what I do know is I'm going to believe in you two until the end. Us two?
Edgeworth and who else? You mean me, right?
Me? Nah, he means me, right, Nick? Yeah, you, Larry.
not me?
Oh,
But why you, Larry?
oh, Maya, that hurts for me. I'm sorry. Huh? Actually, yeah. Why me, Nick?
Enough with the silent treatment. Jeez. Nick, why do you trust Mr. Edgeworth so much? I mean, he's changed recently, true, but when we first met him, he was kind of a jerk, don't you think?
You didn't know him back then. Back when you wanted to become a defense attorney.
Wait, was that when you two were classmates?
Yes. In grade school.
Oh, the dramatic music starts.
They saved me. Miles and Larry. They saved me, and I'll never forget it. That's why I became a defense attorney, you know?
What? Hey, Larry, what's he talking about?
Oh, sorry, I kind of forgot. I forgot.
Okay, Nick, out with it. I'm gonna hear this story today, and that's final.
Okay. It's kind of a long story, so hang in there. It was the very end of 3rd grade.
Do.
I was on a trial, a class trial.
Class trial?
Let's talk about it.
Let's talk about it.
You remember, Larry? Spring, end of 3rd grade.
Man, I don't feel like I remember that much
Dude,
from 3rd grade.
It's only Phoenix who seems to have really latched on to this moment.
Yeah.
I remember my teacher in 3rd grade.
I remember my 3rd grade teacher.
Yeah.
I was in like a special smart kids class with 4th graders and 5th graders, and so I only had like 2 other classmates who were 3rd graders.
Wow.
And it was and I didn't get it. I had to be privately invited to one of their birthday parties because they didn't want to invite everyone in the class, but they did want to invite me. And that's what I remember about the 3rd grade.
Wow. I was in a normal 3rd grade class. My teacher's name was Mrs. Bartel.
Sorry, I gasped. I meant to do...
I don't know what the gasp was for.
I meant to do aw.
Aw. Yeah. A kid in our class got his lunch money stolen.
Lunch money?
Our school was really small. Every month, kids would bring in an envelope with money for lunch from home.
Huh. I see.
Anyway, this kid's envelope disappeared, with $38 still inside. Yeah, now that you mention it, I do remember that. I can see why you'd forget, though. You were out of school that day. Anyway, the envelope had been stolen during PE class. I was coming down with a cold, so I'd skipped PE that day. I was the only one not in class.
So, they thought you did it?
Yeah, the kids in class said I should be put on trial.
Trial?
So the next day we held a classroom trial with me as the defendant.
Oh, spiky hair since then.
Oh yeah, it's natural, baby. I didn't do it. Guilty, he did it. Guilty, it was you. Give the money back. You're such a meanie.
No one play with him!
You did it. You can't hide the truth.
We're not gonna play with it anymore!
Yeah, no borrowing the eraser.
And you shouldn't be allowed in the relay race!
Or in the committee. Give me back the 50 cents I loaned you. Now, Phoenix, you know you shouldn't steal people's money. It's not right. In the end, even the teacher thought I'd done it. Go over and apologize, Phoenix. I didn't know what was happening. I was so sad. I couldn't stop crying.
I love this shirt.
Yeah, what a funny shirt.
Yeah.
Everyone was staring at me like I'd done it. I tried to apologize. I went to where the boy whose money had been stolen was sitting. That's when it happened.
Objection! He shouldn't have to apologize. The only thing that belongs in a trial is evidence. Anything else has no place. You should all be ashamed. Amateurs!
Miles? Baby Miles! Baby Edgeworth!
It wasn't you who stole my money, was it?
No.
Then you shouldn't apologize. Everyone's been shouting you did it, but no one has any proof. That is why, Your Honor, this boy is innocent.
But Miles, it was your money that was stolen.
Yeah.
He did it. He's the one.
We don't need proof.
Make him say sorry.
Why don't you all just shut up?
This is always how it is. Everybody ganging up and picking on one person. Just think how he feels. He said he didn't do it, so he didn't do it.
Man. Baby Larry, like, in his underwear with his feet on the desk.
Very well. I'll replace the money myself. This class trial is over.
Oh, that poor teacher.
I know, $38 in those days?
God. That for $38 of lunch money? For an elementary schooler?
Yeah.
I mean, that's like filling up their
I think it was supposed to be, I think it was filling an account, yeah. That's how it happened. After that, the three of us were the best of friends.
Wow. I had no idea.
Yeah, I had no idea either. I forgot. That's when I learned what it meant to be alone. Totally alone, without a friend in the world.
You did a good thing, Larry.
Yeah, well, I was just lucky I took the day off from school. If I'd been there, they would have thought I'd done it. So I took it kind of personally, you see. When something smells, it's usually the butts.
Yeah.
Anyway, Edgeworth and I talked after that class trial. That's when I heard his father was a defense attorney. I remember his eyes would shine when he talked about his father.
I'm gonna become a defense attorney, just like my father. A famous defense attorney.
Then, a few months later, he suddenly transferred to another school.
The TL6 incident.
Right. I'm not sure, but the transfer probably had to do with his father's death.
That's so sad.
It was several years later when I heard Edgeworth's name again. There was an article about him in the newspaper. The headline was something like, "Dark Suspicions of a Demon Attorney." Fabricating evidence, manipulating testimonies, covering up facts. The article said he'd do anything to get a guilty verdict. Anything. But why? What happened? I mean, that's not the Edgy I used to know at all. That's what I thought too. I tried to get in touch with him, I don't know how many times. He never replied.
I guess he didn't want to see his old friends.
I couldn't just drop it though. I wanted to meet him, to learn why he had to become who he became. That's when I decided.
Wait, you don't mean...
That's right, it's Legally Blonde, baby.
That's why? That's why you became a defense attorney? To meet Edgeworth?
Well, when you say it like that, it sounds really queer. He says.
Well, it sounds
really queer when you say it that way.
That sounds really LGBT.
And it is Pride Month. If I was a defense attorney, I knew he'd have to meet me whether he wanted to or not. In court. Edgeworth believed in me. And I believe in him. He's in pain, and no one's on his side. I'm the only one who knows the real Edgeworth. I'm the only one who can help him. Whoa. Nick. I didn't realize. You're so gay.
You're homosexual.
You're homosexual for Edgeworth. That's awesome.
Oh, man.
So is that why you helped me out for free? Because you're gay for me too? No. Yeah. I helped you because I believed in you. Except I don't remember saying I'd do it for free.
Oh, someone still owes me their invoice.
Yeah. I've been mailing you invoices, so.
Fees are piling up.
Nick!
Nick! We have to save Mr. Edgeworth if it's the last thing we do, okay?
Yeah, you have an outstanding invoice as well. Right. It very well may be.
First, there's that rental boat shop caretaker. We need to find out who or what he is.
I'd settle for who.
Maybe he's LGBT too.
I guess I can clean out some of this evidence I no longer need. Tosses trash.
What evidence did you just get rid of, my dude? I guess the newspaper article.
Looks like we're not talking about Gordy anymore.
Gordy is old
Crumpled
fucking
data.
news. Alright. Also, thank y'all for sharing your 3rd grade memories. It's very
Yeah,
cute
how
that you got
sweet.
plushies, Leo. You got the little 4th of July
Plushies.
beanie baby bear. That's so cute.
That's Pog. That's
That's-
really good.
They're so valuable.
Hi.
Hi.
You look as grim as always.
Mr. Edgeworth, I heard the story about the class trial.
Oh my
and how
God,
Phoenix
Maya.
fell in love with you.
Oh my God, Maya. Like, that is seriously, like, that would be the reason he wouldn't tell. It's like, I don't really want people talking about my own business.
Literally.
And then she's like, I'm gonna tell.
I heard. I just heard.
Immediately, I'm gonna talk to the person involved.
Yeah. Class trial? What do you mean?
Don't out your bestie like that. Exactly. It's so embarrassing. I'd be so embarrassed. I'd be like, shut up!
Well, luckily for Phoenix, Edgeworth has PTSD.
So he doesn't remember shit.
No. You don't remember?
But I feel like that's almost worse.
Yeah.
It was so iconic to him, and it was just another fucking day to him.
Ah! No, I don't. Your lunch money was stolen, wasn't it? In 3rd grade. Lunch money? My lunch money.
3rd grade?
3rd grade.
Does anyone remember the 3rd grade?
That's what his meaningfully long blinks are about.
Yeah.
Oh, right. Yes, I seem to remember something like that. Nick, I think you're the only one who really remembers.
Yeah,
Did you make it up?
Yeah, thank you, Maya. Thank you. It's awesome. It's really awesome. This is cool.
This
I
isn't
love
like
this.
something that I said. I felt really.
I told you in confidence.
I told you in confidence and said I felt really alone about it.
And also, you forced me to tell you.
Yeah.
It wasn't like a memory that I was like, okay, I'm ready to tell you. You were like, I'm knowing it now.
A thing that we were reading about recently was this analysis of how Phoenix is a really private person and will
Yeah.
not talk about anything in his life. So just kind of thinking about that in regards to this and how Phoenix is very I'm not gonna tell you my memories. I'm not gonna tell you these really
'Cause
important
it's
things
for
about my
me.
life. Yeah.
It's for me.
Even when it's really important, he won't tell people things, and I don't think that it's an oversight. Oh my god, don't.
No. Cool. All right.
I don't think it's an oversight or laziness on the writers. I think it's just a characteristic about Phoenix that he's very private.
Absolutely.
And keeps his cards really close to his chest and doesn't want people to know him really.
Yeah, for sure. Well, it probably only really mattered to me anyway.
Mr. Edgeworth didn't, you know?
Oh my god, Maya, are you so
Phoenix is in love with you. That trial was the reason Nick became a defense attorney. Ridiculous.
Gee, thanks.
That said,
It's also really cute.
it does sound like the kind of thing you do.
No! This is so humiliating. No! No!
You haven't changed a bit, have you, Wright? So simple, to a fault even.
Well, maybe, yeah, but I think you changed too much, Edgeworth.
Perhaps.
Oh, his sad little face.
But what's it cute?
Hey, Edgeworth, why did you become a prosecutor anyway? You used to look up to your dad. You said you wanted to be a defense attorney, right?
I couldn't let myself deny reality like you.
What do you mean?
My father was taken from me, and you want me to defend criminals? I'm sorry, Wright, but I'm not that good of a person. One suspect was apprehended in your father's murder, right? Yes. The man trapped in the elevator with my father. His name was Yanni Yogi. He had to be the shooter, any way you look at it. Yet, he was found innocent. That defense attorney got him off the hook. That would be
Robert Hammond. Don't step on my lines, Edgeworth.
On that day, 15 years ago, the three of us were trapped in that elevator for 5 hours.
Oh my god. That's a long time.
When we were rescued, we all suffered oxygen deprivation. I had lost all memory of the murder.
Lost your memory?
Even now, I can't recall what happened in that elevator. That was the crux of Yogi's attorney's argument in court. He claimed Yanni Yogi had been not of sound mind due to oxygen deprivation.
I mean, isn't that kind of true?
Eh. Yogi was released due to a lack of evidence. Innocent. That's when I changed my mind. I started to hate defense attorneys.
Pikachu face. Pikachu gasp. What's your relationship with Von Karma?
He is my teacher, and a man who deserves respect. I learned everything I know of courtroom techniques from him. So he's like my sister was to you, Nick. He is a perfectionist in all things. In court, in his personal life, he is obsessed with doing everything perfectly. Perfectly, huh? In all the cases he has taken on, none were left unsolved, and not one suspect was declared innocent. Ever. But that's... I know.
It would mean statistically.
I know. I know, Maya. It's possible some of the suspects were indeed innocent. However, it is impossible for us to accurately determine that in every case. All Von Karma does is his job, to find the suspect guilty, perfectly. In any case, it's nigh well impossible to find a weakness in him. Should a weakness appear, he would do everything in his power to make it go away.
Edgeworth? If what you're saying is true, you're headed for a guilty sentence tomorrow.
He's right! No, now's no time to praise the enemy, Mr. Edgeworth!
Yeah, praise me, King. Come on.
It's a strange situation in which I find myself, I admit.
Father figure prosecuting you, boyfriend figure defending you.
You are not my boyfriend! Yet.
I'm a figure.
Boyfriend figure.
I'm a boyfriend figure. He's not your father either. No kidding.
Do you want to see something? Do you want to see something? What are you showing me this picture for?
No reason. Yeah.
You know, I was impressed by your deduction in the trial today. Granted, you were at the end of your rope, but still. Nick, he noticed.
Shut the fuck up, Maya!
Nick.
It's so on!
Nick, we're so back.
He laughed. He thought it was funny. He noticed.
Do you want to look at some stuff? Do you like this?
I don't know.
What kind of thing? You want a gun? No. The map.
You want the
Polly?
pirate? Polly want Edward? The paper?
It was that case that changed my life. And tomorrow, on December 28th, its statute of limitations runs out.
Tomorrow. Could that be a coincidence?
But even if that case is finally closed on paper, it will never be erased from my memory. Never. Poor Mr. Edgeworth.
Poor Edgeworth.
You want to see this picture of your dead
I feel like
father?
maybe is he gonna be like...
No! That's a photo of his father! Don't show him that!
You're right. Now probably isn't a good time to dredge up those memories.
What is it?
Nothing. It's nothing.
Huh?
Nothing. You're so pretty. And wait, you are just a beautiful creature. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful boy.
All right, we'll see you later, Edgeworth.
Yeah, I mean, I
We
guess
love
that's
you.
it. Bye.
Bye.
Gloucesburg? He's out again.
When does he work anyway?
Now, don't be harsh. Guess we'll have to come back later.
Oh, we should return the metal detector.
Well, here we are.
Yeah.
Looks like Detective Gumshoe hasn't gone back yet.
Gumshoe? He won't be coming back today. Oh, really? He said there was some guy he had to arrest by tomorrow.
The boat shop caretaker.
He shouted something about catching him if it's the last thing I do, pal.
Good luck, Gumshoe.
Alright, well,
Well,
Gourd Lake we go then.
yeah, I guess we're going outside. Outside.
Out. Ah!
Hey, pal! Long time no see!
Oh, Detective Gumshoe!
Close one today, eh? I got so worked up I snapped my tie in half. Sorry about that.
Blink, blink.
No problem, pal. Thanks to you, now we know who really did it.
You mean the boat shop caretaker?
Look, I'll make you a promise. I'll have that scoundrel in my custody by trial time tomorrow. Come what may, it's my duty to you as a police officer. Now I'm off to catch me a criminal.
Detective Gumshoe sure is active today.
Oh, one other thing. No one can go into the woods today.
The woods?
Where Lotta was camping? The woods are off limits to camping. Apparently the park ranger found out. He got pretty mad. No one can go in for a while.
I guess Lotta's in a lot of trouble.
Anyway, I'll be seeing you tomorrow.
Nobody want to hang out. Nobody wants to hang out with us.
Beach. Huh? Steel eyesore is missing.
Eyesore?
Looks like the hot dog stand is closed too.
I guess Larry's too busy worrying about Mr. Edgeworth to show up for work. Me too.
He's hanging out at the office watching RTV and making calls on our
long distance
calls on our landline.
His shoes on the coffee table, muddy.
Eating our free snacks that we put out.
For clients.
Paying clients.
Sends him the invoice again. Probably maxing out the credit card. Exactly.
Probably maxing out the credit card.
That old caretaker got away.
Yep.
I never imagined he might be the real murderer.
I'd know that clearing of the throat anywhere.
Hello. What might you be doing here? Out for a walk,
I mean, we're investigating a murder.
The days of my youth, like the scent of fresh lemon, you see.
Mr. Grossberg, this is no time for idle reminiscing. Mr. Edwards. Mr. Edwards' trial ends tomorrow.
That is true, yes. But from what I saw of today's trial, Edgeworth should be fine, right?
Well, I'm not so sure about that.
Ho ho. What do you mean by that?
Well, Santa, I'm not sure.
It's kind of mean when you call me Santa.
You said, oh.
If you find anything out, come by my office at once. I may be able to offer you some assistance. To office you. Stop.
Thanks. Bye.
What do you think Mr. Grossberg was doing here anyway?
Who knows?
Who the fuck knows? Flips him off.
I did notice that his blazer was fitting very anime style on him.
Oh my god.
I can't look at it.
Well, we'll look at it. We're gonna
You'll
talk
see
to him.
You'll see it.
We were talking today about how, like, anime artists don't really draw blazers well.
They always form fit them as if they're a clingy sort of fabric, especially on characters that have breasts.
Yeah.
Like, it's always like they form fit to the sort of orbiture of a breast, which doesn't. That's not really how like a well-designed blazer works.
No, not like with good material, like good thick material, like a blazer usually has. Like, it's cheap material if it's fitting like that. No blazer is form-fitting around your entire breast.
Yeah. Blazers don't have like little holders like that.
No.
Or cups. Padding. Cups and padding.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Nobody's home. Hey, it's Polly. I wonder where your owner's gone, Polly. I can't believe he'd run off and leave his poor parrot to defend for herself. Examine Paul. Oh, examine the chest. Or Polly first. I don't know which is. That reminds me, Nick. Polly here knows the number to the safe, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Polly, what's the number for the safe?
1228.
Let's open it, Nick. Come on.
I'm sure there isn't any money in there.
Aww. But hey, he keeps it locked, right? So there must be something of value in there. Maybe his social security card.
I'm not so sure.
Okay, Nick, let's see what's in there.
This is a crime. I guess there might be a clue or two. The only thing in here is a letter.
A letter? Aw, boring. What letter is it?
No name or signature on this thing. It's handwritten in very precise, clear letters. Did Oliver write it? Get your revenge on Miles Edgeworth. Edgeworth?
Nick, why would Mr. Edgeworth's name be on here?
How should I know? I'm gonna read the whole thing. Get your revenge on Miles Edgeworth. It also says, this is your last chance. Now's the time to get revenge on the two men who ruined your life. The rest of the letter goes on to describe the murder plot in detail. How to kill Robert Hammond and frame Edgeworth, calling Edgeworth out to the lake, getting on the boat, firing twice. This is exactly what I figured out today in court. It's all here, in perfect detail.
What do you think it means, Nick?
I don't know, but it looks like these are instructions for that caretaker. When he killed Robert Hammond, he called out Edgeworth. He was following instructions.
But who could have written that letter? And what does it mean to get revenge on Miles Edgeworth?
Look, I don't know, okay? But one thing's for certain. This letter is an amazing clue.
Yoink. Alright, Polly.
Nothing left in the safe.
I wonder why the caretaker didn't take the letter with him.
He left in a hurry, right? I don't think he even came back here after the trial.
Well, can we eat those?
Everything's cold. Looks like he didn't turn his heater on. Guess he hasn't been back here since the trial.
Say, Nick, don't people usually put pictures of fish up on the walls to boast about them?
Yeah, I guess so. You mean pictures of the fish they caught, right?
Right, but don't all the fish on the wall here look really puny to you?
Well, you know what they say. You should have seen the one that got away.
Except the one that got away from us was the caretaker, and we did see him.
Why do I feel like we're having two different conversations here?
I like how there's an anglerfish and like
Yeah.
a flounder.
There's all sorts of fish in that lake, I guess.
Yeah. Maybe I should take care of Polly, Nick.
You probably shouldn't just kidnap her. The police know about her anyway. I'm sure they'll do something.
Oh, okay. Sorry, Polly. He says I can't take you.
Great, now the bird's gonna hate me.
Okay, well, I guess we're not taking the bird. It doesn't look like he used this kitchen much.
You're right.
I guess the whole pasta restaurant thing is a lie.
What, you thought he was telling the truth?
I don't know, maybe.
I
I thought maybe there was some grain of truth into that, or some noodle of truth.
Oh!
Ah!
What's wrong?
Huh? Oh, never mind.
What? Tell me.
Just when I saw the TV, I remembered they're showing a Pink Princess special this week.
Oh.
See, that's why I didn't want to tell you. I knew you would do that.
I knew you'd think it was stupid.
You always think the things I like are stupid.
Why is everything I want to do stupid?
What if the Pink Princess special helped with the murder investigation, Nick?
Well, gee, I mean, now what?
Grossberg office.
I don't know how we get there.
One day left, Nick.
One day more. Yeah, I know.
Is that what
It starts sinking, then he's like, yeah, I know.
Well, no time to waste. Let's get going.
I'm telling you.
We're trying to get to Grossberg's law office, Maya. Where is he? He said to come by.
Well?
Show him the letter.
Show him the letter. Edgeworth, see this letter? This came out of the safe in the shack where that boat rental caretaker lives.
I see. Huh. Revenge on me?
Who is that old guy anyway?
I don't know.
Could he be an innocent defendant you got declared guilty or something?
Nice, right? But I don't remember that old man. Not at all.
Well, I'm just speculating. You don't have to act like I'm rude.
I don't know. So he was following this letter then?
Which means there was someone else behind it. Now is the time to get revenge on the two men who ruined your life. Two men, meaning myself and Robert Hammond.
Oops. scraggle.
It also says this is your last chance. Oh, that's you.
Last chance. Wait, maybe he's talking about the statute of limitations on the DL6 incident.
Wait, that old man. What is it? Do you know who he is? Yogi. Could he be Yogi? Yogi Bear? The suspect in the DL6 incident, Maya. The one who was found innocent.
We literally talked about him 10 minutes ago. It's probably been longer. We've probably been moving back and forth on buses and stuff for a bit. Yogi Bear?
Yanni Yogi was a court bailiff at the time. We just happened to be in that elevator together 15 years ago. When the earthquake happened.
Big earthquake. Wow, 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 wow.
Hold on to something. The quake was incredibly strong. Before I knew it, everything was dark. We were there for so long, it felt like forever. The air thinned, and the darkness closed in on us in that little box. We became unsettled.
Help! I can't breathe!
Quiet! I said quiet! You're not making this any easier!
I want to get out! Help! Get us out!
Don't shout! You'll just use up more oxygen! That's all I remember. When I came to, I was in a hospital bed, staring up at the ceiling. In court, Yanni Yogi's mental condition was called into question. They claimed the oxygen deprivation and stress had caused temporary insanity. In the end, the claim passed the court, and Yogi was found innocent. But isn't that strange? This letter tells him to get revenge on Edgeworth. Why would he want to take revenge on you?
I don't know.
Right?
Yeah?
There's something that's been troubling me these last few days. Phoenix with his Diet Coke.
Sipping and listening.
I didn't know whether or not I should tell you.
You mean the nightmare?
It's a nightmare I've had. A memory of a crime that I committed.
A crime you committed?
A memory of a murder.
Vine boom.
I think the time has come to tell it all.
Tell all.
Tell all. For the last 15 years, I've had the same dream almost every night. I wake up in a fearful sweat every time.
So annoying.
What kind of dream? It's a dream about my father's killing in the dark.
Help! I can't breathe!
Quiet! I said quiet! You're not making this any easier!
I want to get out! Help! Get us out!
Don't shout! You'll just use up more oxygen!
I can't breathe! You're using up my air!
What?
Stop breathing my air! I'll stop you!
What are you?
Stop breathing my air!
No! Father! He's attacking Father! Then I see the pistol lying by my feet. I don't know what it was.
If it was evidence.
I don't know if it was evidence from that day in court or the bailiffs. In a daze, I pick up the pistol.
Kapow.
Get away!
Kapow.
Get away from my father! And with that scream, I wake. It's a bone-chilling scream. A scream that has rung in my ears for the past 15 years. But that's just a dream, right?
I don't know, it seems based on reality.
Right? That thought is the only thing that has kept me sane for the last 15 years. But what if I'm wrong? What if it's real? They say that sometimes people shut out memories in self-defense. Maybe it was I who killed my father. What? If you think about it that way, this letter makes sense. Get your revenge on Miles Edgeworth. Think about it. Yogi was really innocent. That's why he wanted revenge against me.
Wait, Edgeworth, you mean...
It was me. I was the true criminal of DL6. I shot my father.
This is bad.
What are we gonna do, Nick? What can we do?
I don't know. I don't think there is anything we can do, like it or not. If there's someone else who knows a lot about the DL6 incident, maybe.
There is, Nick! There is someone else who knows about the DL6 incident! Okay,
Bye! We love you!
bye. Mwah.
That was Maya. She kissed.
She kissed the glass, and he's like,
Yeah.
what the?
Mr. Grossberg!
Hello there, what's wrong? You look troubled. No kidding! I can't believe you're not!
Me? Maya's so...
Just calm down and tell me what happened, It's Mr. Edgeworth.
He killed his dad!
I see. So, Edgeworth dreamt he shot his own father? It's only a dream. Only a dream. I wonder. What? If that's the case, then why do you two look so troubled, Also, consider this. Yogi quite certainly holds a deep grudge against Miles Edgeworth. So deep, he'd want to frame him for murder. This leads me to surmise that Mr. Edgeworth's dream was not a dream. It was real. As you imagined. Hey, Pillbug.
Hi, Pillbug.
Miles Edgeworth Miles Edgeworth twooed a pistol to save his father. The pistol fired, and the deed was done. No, I don't believe it. Yogi was suspected of murder, and his career as a bailiff was irrevocably wrecked. Thus, he sought revenge on Miles Edgeworth. This was his last chance, of course, with the statute of limitations so close. Oh, now we can look at his anime titties and his...
Oh, yeah.
It's not that bad, but...
I don't know.
He should-
Been pretty cupped.
he should probably go suit shopping.
He's so rich.
He's so rich, he can
could
get a more flattering
He
suit.
could get a more flattering suit. It doesn't have to cup around his titties like that.
No.
Unless
Respectfully.
that's what he likes.
Maybe he likes it. Maybe he likes it.
And you know, he's allowed.
He can like it. Some people...
Fashion is really subjective.
It really is. Maybe I don't know what I'm talking about.
What do you know about Edgeworth's father?
He was a defense attorney without peer. It sounds trite, but it's true. Well, he may have had one peer now that I think about it. Your mentor, Mia Fey. My sister? Gregory...
But they didn't know each other.
Yeah.
They wouldn't have been peers. They both were very good, though. Peers is a weird way to word it.
Yeah, like, without equal?
Without rival, without equal might have been right.
Rival would also suggest the same thing that
they've
peer
been
does.
rivals, yeah.
Gregory Edgeworth was very disapproving of Mr. Von Karma's technique. Okay, well, maybe you could have said something about Von Karma knowing him.
Well, he is saying it now. That's no surprise.
Von Karma is an extreme man. Forged testimonies and evidence are nothing to him. The result, he has a perfect win record in court. To beat him, Gregory Edgeworth tried to call attention to his methods. And he lost and died in despair, as it were. I see. Speaking of fashion, I brought some heels.
Ooh!
Hey.
I have to online shop for heels too. You know, it's just how it is sometimes in this world, this bitch of an earth.
Yeah, I mean, like, opposite reason, you know, because they probably have to get.
Well, I know that.
Yeah,
I know that.
yeah. But everyone has to do it.
Yeah, you know, there's all sorts of things.
Mm-hmm. But good job.
Yeah.
When Gregory Edgeworth was killed, the police called on a spirit medium. That was your mother, Misty Fay.
I am Gregory Edgeworth. I have been killed. The one who shot me was the bailiff, Yanni Yogi.
Yet Yogi was found innocent. That's when my mother left us. Everyone called her a fraud. That's right. Everyone thought she was, you see. Yet, now that I think about it, it seems the one who lied was Gregory Edgeworth's ghost.
Dang.
Gregory Edgeworth must have known who shot him.
He didn't want to say. I don't believe it. So you're saying he falsified his testimony? That Edgeworth's dad lied to protect his son?
It's only a possibility, mind you. But a possibility nonetheless. But what do you think about this? Oh ho! So this is the letter? It does seem that Yogi was following this letter when he killed Hammond. But why kill Robert Hammond? Hammond was a skilled defense attorney, but he defended clients not for their sake, but for his own.
Huh? His own sake?
He never trusted his clients. Not that one. The only thing he trusted was his own ability. But he got his client found innocent, so why should it matter? Actually, my dear, it's quite different. He won that innocent verdict for no one but himself. Yogi was a free man, but socially, he was ruined.
Huh?
You'll understand soon enough. Wait!
What is it?
This letter. I've seen this handwriting somewhere before. A long time ago. Whose handwriting was this? Do you have any idea who wrote this? Yanni Yogi.
Yanni Yogi. Maybe it was Yanni Yogi? Oh, no, the letter... You mean the letter that we found in the safe?
Yeah.
It couldn't have been written by Yanni Yogi because it was in Yanni Yogi's safe.
How does that make sense?
So he didn't receive it if he wrote it.
Oh.
You know what I mean?
Ah. Yanni Yogi? You claim he wrote himself this letter, then followed his own instructions?
Yeah, I guess that would be what happened.
Harumph! Perhaps you think Mr. Yogi has a split personality,
That's what I'm saying. I guess definitely a possibility, yes.
No, I think not. I do not know this Yogi in any case. There's no way I would recognize his handwriting.
Oh, right.
Yes, right. I'll ask you again. Do you have any idea who wrote this?
It would be Manfred von Karma. Could it be Manfred von Karma?
Von Karma? Why would he have something to do with this?
Well, I'm not sure.
Von Karma. Von Karma. Wait! You're right, my boy! This is Von Karma's handwriting! I'm sure of it! I used to see it all the time on court reports. What? But that means the one who told Mr. Yogi to kill us. Correct. Manfred von Karma himself.
What does this mean, then? Why would Von Karma want to frame Edgeworth?
Do I see this? Gregory Edgeworth? He was a gifted man. His death was truly a loss. I wonder what would have come of Von Karma were he alive. This incident took place 15 years ago tomorrow. So tomorrow will see the completion of not one, but two trials. All thanks to the statute of limitations. However, I'm afraid the damage the DL6 incident has done will never be eased. Do you want to talk about the parrot? Do you want to talk about the gun?
No.
Do you want to talk about the bullet?
No.
Do you want to talk about Misty Faye? She was a beautiful woman. I'm truly sorry about what I did. Huh? Sorry about what?
Nothing. I think I'll stay out of this one.
The lake photo? In any case, it's good that the one shooting isn't Miles.
You bet it's good. I can't believe the fiendish planning that went into this murder. We almost fell right into his trap.
What a creep! Okay, well... You don't have anything else to say. Oh, you do have something else to say. I, for some reason, thought he was done. Oh, Pillbug, I hope that things start going a little bit better.
Yeah, I hope so.
If it truly was Von Karma who wrote this letter, then he would know the truth. It's bedtime. Have a nice bedtime.
Oh,
Sleep well.
Kissy, kissy, good night.
We're thinking about you. If it truly was Von Karma who wrote this letter, then he would know the truth. He would know that Miles Edgeworth had accidentally killed his own father. He'll say as much tomorrow in court, I should think. He'll press the point until the court finds Miles Edgeworth guilty.
Oh no!
But how could Von Karma know about Mr. Edgeworth's past like that? Even Mr. Edgeworth thought it was just a nightmare. That I do not know. Yet, I do know that Von Karma is both persistent and a perfectionist. He may be seeking to satisfy a grudge against Gregory Edgeworth by hurting his son.
What do you mean?
It was 15 years ago. Von Karma met Gregory Edgeworth in court, and Von Karma did win, but he didn't make it through the trial unscarred.
What happened in the trial between Edgeworth's dad and Von Karma?
Von Karma got the guilty verdict he wanted. He won the trial, but Gregory Edgeworth accused Von Karma of faulty evidence. And though he lost the trial, Mr. Edgeworth's accusation stood. Faulty evidence? It was the only penalty Von Karma has ever received in his career as a prosecutor. Gregory Edgeworth dealt a blow to his perfect trial record. Wow. It must have been quite a shock for Von Karma. He took a vacation for several months after that, you see.
A vacation?
Yes, an unusual event for the man. That was the first and the last vacation he's taken in his many years of prosecuting.
Interesting.
Really? He doesn't take vacations? Like, go to the sea or, to the mountains? Don't tell me he's never been to Europe.
He
Hello?
Girl, you have strange ideas about vacations, Maya. And second of all, he's from Europe. He's literally European.
The German man.
This,
German.
this is the foreign country that he's in. Japan, America.
Japanera.
In any case, that was the only time he took a vacation from work. I believe the penalty upset him quite a lot.
Odd. If he wanted to keep a perfect record so badly, why would he take such a long vacation?
What do we do, Nick? Von Karma is going to bring up DL6. You can bet on it. What if Mr. Edgeworth pleads guilty to DL6?
I won't let him.
Yes, Mr. Wright. I hate to say this, but even accidental murder is murder, you know.
I know that. I I just believe in Edgeworth's innocence. I can't believe he'd kill someone.
But Nick, Mr. Edgeworth admits it himself. His father must have lied to protect him from beyond the grave.
I don't care. I know he's not guilty.
Mr. Wright, if you say so, I suppose I could go check again. The police files might hold something of interest.
Mr. Grossberg, thank you.
I can't promise anything. In fact, I think the chances of finding something are slim.
I understand. The police materials.
Okay.
What's next?
Edgeworth, good news. You're innocent.
And I know because I know it.
I said so.
In my heart.
There's hardly anyone here.
Everyone must be out looking for the old guy, Yogi.
Oh, it's you. I don't think Gumshoe will be back today. He's staying out late looking for someone. Sounds like Detective Gumshoe is pounding the pavement for real. We were wondering if we could check out the records room again. Oh no, I can't have just anyone wandering around in there. Did you hear that?
Yeah, I think someone might be in the kitchen. Can't just have anyone. But I guess Mr. Von Karma's in there now anyway. Mr. Von Karma is in there. You can go as long as he's in there.
Von Karma?
Yeah, he just arrived actually. Von Karma's in the records room.
Nick, let's hurry!
Yeah, scrambling.
Dusty as always.
We were only here just yesterday. I'm sure they haven't had time to clean.
What's wrong, Nick?
Nothing. I was just noticing that he isn't in here. Von Karma.
Open drawer?
This cabinet is where they keep evidence for current cases. Some of the things are obviously murder weapons, others are question marks. Most of it looks like random junk.
Nick, what do you think this clothespin is for?
Don't touch that, it's evidence. Okay, we've already looked at that stuff.
Huh? One of the drawers here is open.
Someone must have been looking in it recently.
The label says unsolved cases. Evidence.
Unsolved cases.
Nick! The file for DL6! It's completely empty!
What?
What are you doing in here?
Ah!
Eek! Von Karma! You.
Yikes. He is just
I hate.
Scary beyond all reason looking.
I hate him.
Like kind of like an Yzma Emperor's New Groove kind of scary, ugly.
Totally. How do you know my name?
Huh?
Have we met? What are you saying? We see each other every day, don't we? We're Miles Edgeworth's defense team. Defense team? I beg your pardon. You see, I rarely remember defense attorneys. They are like bugs to me, needless things to be crushed.
I can see how this guy was Edgeworth's mentor.
Scary guy. Oh yeah, let's just have like a casual conversation with
Hey,
him.
so how's your day?
What do you have there? Mr. Edgeworth is your student, right? A romanticist who still can't shed that veneer of amateurism.
Romanticist?
Romanticist?
You think that Edgeworth is a romantic?
Just like his father, always second-rate.
Mr. Von Karma. You had an axe to grind with Mr. Gregory Edgeworth, didn't you? Yeah, you liked him, didn't you?
Whoa. Me? A grudge against a mere defense attorney? Why?
Because he dealt a blow to your otherwise perfect trial record. So you did. But what I don't get is, Why did you take his son after your wing afterwards? The son of your most bitter rival?
That, my dear attorney, is none of your goddamn business. Tomorrow's trial will be the last day of this trial. It's been a while since I've had a defense attorney last this long. Still, you will lose in the end. Miles Edgeworth will admit his own guilt.
His guilt of 15 years ago, you mean?
You're quite the researcher. You've done your homework so well that certainly you must understand. You know what Miles Edgeworth will tell the court tomorrow.
We were right. So Von Karma is going to bring up DL6 in court tomorrow. Well,
What do you say about this letter?
cool.
Creep!
You present the bird, he strangles the bird.
Mr. Von Karma!
Mr. Von Karma, have a look at this. This was you, wasn't it? You instructed Yana Yogi to commit murder.
Yanni Yogi? How many years has it been since I have heard him called by that name? He's a fool. I told him to burn it after he read it. So you admit it? You wrote Mr. Yogi this letter? Yes, my dear defense attorney. Thank you for taking the trouble to bring it to me. You've saved me from a lot of needless hassle.
What?
Nick, what is that thing?
Ah! A stun gun for self-defense. Usually.
Indeed. 600,000 volts will course through your body like a dog touching an electric fence.
600,000.
Oh, don't worry. People don't die from it. Usually. Now, give me the letter.
No!
No!
Whoa!
Whoa! What are you? Nick, run!
Maya!
Out of my way! Nick, why didn't you run? She sacrificed herself
and
for
you made it useless. He got us.
Yeah, no thanks to
letters.
you.
Gone, of course.
Jesus.
And he took the DL6 evidence. All of it. Back to having no clues. Wait, Maya jumped first. Maya, is she okay? Maya! I know, par Maya.
R.I.P. for real.
Maya, open your eyes!
Goodbye, Nick.
Maya!
This is the end for me. The letter. Did he take it?
Huh? Oh, yeah. Are you okay?
I couldn't stop him. I jumped as fast as I could, but one shot from that thing knocked me out cold. I'm useless. I'm no good as a lawyer or a medium. I can't even call my sister. Not even now, when we need her the most. I wish I hadn't woken up at all.
Maya, no. Maya! Ugh. There has to be some way I can help her. I'd better do something about her self-confidence first. Maya, she's holding something. What is that? A bullet? DL6 incident, evidence number 7, taken from the heart of Gregory Edgeworth.
Yikes.
Now remember, Von Karma was holding this when Maya jumped him. I'll prove it to you, Maya. You're most definitely not useless. I'll prove it to you in court tomorrow. Maya, can I have your Steel Samurai and Pink Princess stuff?
Oh, and we are doing the trial day also.
Oh, okay.
Do you want to take a little breaky?
I do want to take a breaky. I felt like this definitely took just about as much time as any of the other days do.
Yeah, but I think that the court case is gonna.
I don't believe you.
I
don't
believe me.
believe
I
you.
believe me so much because, okay, so let me just show you something.
Oh, boy.
So here was like...
Yeah, but you don't know how much reading there's going to be. There's going to be a lot of reading.
Drink some water, please. We'll drink water.
Did I not get to save? Ah, fuck me.
No, but
Well, we'll take a break. We'll come back. We're gonna finish it because you said we wanted to finish it.
I want to finish it. I want to finish it.
Fine, but I need a break because my throat hurts.
Yeah, we're taking a break. I love you guys.
Love you guys. We'll see you soon. Kissy.
All right.
Well, back to work.
Back to the old defending.
The defense defending. This is it. Judgment Day.
Yep. Hey, we have water.
Today, things are gonna get settled at last. A lot of things. What's the big idea?
Sorry, Nick. I only touched your shoulder. I guess the shock hasn't worn off from my run-in with the stun gun yesterday. Anyhow, today's the last day of the trial. Good luck, Nick.
Yeah. Thanks, Maya.
Holy shit.
They got electrocuted touching each other.
Yeah. Edgeworth like, what is going on?
Edgeworth is looking glum as always.
Oh, he's too
he's
depressed
got a
about it.
lot of depressed things to think about. He's got a whole sort of Omori situation going on. I hope Von Karma doesn't push him too hard.
Whoa! What are you doing? I'm sorry. I just thought I'd cheer you up with a pat on the back.
Maya, stop touching people. Maya, maybe you should go outside and discharge.
Right, good idea. Maybe you should let me have some time to talk alone to Edgeworth.
Try not to electrocute anyone on your way out.
Stop it. Wait, why'd I do that? What?
Whoa, yeah, pal!
Did you run into something?
What's getting into that girl?
Oh, electrocuted gumshoe on the way out.
Detective Gumshoe. Morning, Mr. Edgeworth.
Good morning.
How'd it go, Detective? Have no fear. As promised, I've captured our runaway caretaker. I just brought him in. Took all night, pal.
Hey, Maya, try shocking Von Karma.
Yeah, get over there. Shock him. Thanks, Detective Gumshoe. You must be tired. Actually, after that shock I got on the way in, I feel pretty good. Yogi says he's forgotten his own name, but that has to be a lie. Why would he want revenge on Edgeworth if he couldn't remember his past? He does remember, and I'm gonna prove it.
Start saying his IP address out loud to him. Start saying his social security number out loud to him.
Yeah.
Alright, here we go. 10 a.m., December 28th.
Let's go. We end this.
Court is now in session for the trial of Miles Edgeworth.
I love you, Judge Sam Eagle. The defense is ready, Your Honor.
The prosecution is ready. Right. Very well. We have reached the final day of our proceedings in this trial. I ask that the prosecution submit decisive evidence. Understood.
Come on, don't be awed into silence by every little thing he says.
Very well. Mr. Von Karma, your opening statement.
Right. Thanks to Detective Gumshoe's efforts, the boat rental shop caretaker has been arrested. In yesterday's trial, the defense asserted that the caretaker was the murderer. However, the caretaker has yet to confirm this. I would like to ask the defense to cross-examine him as much as necessary.
Very well. Please bring the witness into the courtroom.
Was I him or were you him? I can't remember now.
I think it was you.
Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen of the court, I believe you all remember our witness. He lives in the boat rental shop on the lake from where he witnessed the incident. In addition, he has currently lost memory of his name and identity.
Witness? Why did you run away yesterday?
Yeah, sorry I did his younger voice. He had a different voice then. When he was younger. Yanni Yogi.
Yeah.
Oops.
Whatever.
Sorry.
Our voices change and our identities change. Maybe. Never mind.
The witness was not running away, as he will now testify.
I see. Very well, please begin your testimony.
I might make you Maya then. Now, at this point,
Okay.
after the break.
Trial Maya, engage.
Witness testimony.
I'm really sorry about just leaving yesterday like I did. But I wasn't running away or nothing. I went to buy some food from Polly. See? I figured I got nothing to do with this incident anyhow. I mean, I need one of those motive things, right? I don't got one. So my testimony yesterday stands as is.
Very well. Let's begin the cross-examination, shall we?
Let's begin. Describe the day you played Berlin.
Let's begin.
I think that's probably the reason why
Yeah.
I started doing that.
That's what I always thought.
Let's begin.
He has to know his name. Yanni Yogi. You're Yanni Yogi, and I'm going to prove it.
Ravings of a madman, holding him by the
You're
cup.
Yanni Yogi, and I'm gonna prove it.
How's that?
I'd call what you did running away and not just leaving. You heard Larry's testimony and realized you were in danger.
Now, Mr. Wright, there's no need to rush to conclusions. As I said, the witness was not running away. Listen to the testimony.
He sure seems relaxed. He sounded really relaxed.
I'm relaxed right now.
In fact, they both do. Von Karma and Yanni Yogi.
I object to your face, Von Karma.
Then why did you leave?
He's just about to say why.
Are the kitty okay? Yeah. We heard a weird cough.
Is it so hard for you to just quietly listen when someone is talking?
If I sat quietly, Edgeworth would be guilty in 3 minutes.
Literally. They're like trying to get into the sink and there's a knife in the sink.
Oh.
And so I was like,
Maybe no to that. Food.
Well, Polly's a bit of a gourmand, you see. She only eats these high-quality bird pellets from France, eh?
From France.
They only have them in the big pet shop downtown.
But you weren't arrested until this morning. Why didn't you go back to the caretaker's shack?
Well... I kinda got lost, you see.
The witness has trouble remembering things sometimes.
Then why are we using him as a witness?
Literally, when the police apprehended him, he was on his way back to the shack.
You guys can't have your cake and eat it too.
Nom, nom,
You can't
nom,
be
nom.
like, well, our witness has trouble remembering anything, but he's very reliable about the things that he does remember.
but he's here.
But he's here and he was there. He was there and he's here.
He was there. He is here. He's reliable. Don't pay attention to he can't remember.
Yeah.
Because I said so, that's why.
Yeah, right. Nice try, Von Karma. No one's gonna believe that.
I see. So he was lost.
Please, Your Honor, be for real.
Honor, are you for real?
Be so for real right now.
Are you JK?
You've lost much of your memory, is that correct?
Yeah. Seems like it.
Then how could you know you didn't have anything to do with this incident? Or maybe you're lying about not having your memory, You know exactly who you are.
No, he doesn't! The witness has testified quite clearly that he has no memory of who he is. If you claim he's lying, then show the court proof.
How am I supposed to prove what's going on in that old codger's head? It's impossible.
I'm glad you've come to your senses, Mr. Wright. Very well. Witness, please continue.
I love that you heard the line direction that he's very relaxed, and I think you got more intense.
I was trying to be more relaxed.
I just don't think Von Karma's capable.
I don't think so either. He looks so tense and just like his posturing, and Phoenix is like, wow, he's so relaxed today.
Well, I mean, you know, it's probably relaxed for him.
Yeah.
This is a man who doesn't take vacations, you know?
I also like the detail that when he had Phoenix and Maya like cornered in the evidence room, it kind of felt like it felt like he thought Maya was the lawyer.
You think?
Just a little bit. Like
I don't know how. I don't know. I don't recall.
I thought they were both lawyers at the very least.
Well,
I
I
don't
mean,
know.
they're both working there.
Anyone can law.
Sure. That's what Ace Attorney's tagline is for sure.
Anyone can law.
Anyone can law. How can you say you had no motive? I say you do. You had a grudge against Edgeworth and the victim, Robert Hammond. That's why you took revenge on them, right?
Please don't make me repeat myself, Mr. Wright. This witness has no memory of anything beyond several years ago. He can't hold a grudge. That's impossible.
I have to prove he's lying about his memory. Otherwise, it's gonna be this same thing over and over until this trial ends.
This is gonna be the same thing over and over until this trial ends. Might I say something, Mr. Wright?
Yes. Yes, Your Honor?
You've been saying the same thing now over and over.
Oh.
You've been calling the witness's memory of the past, or lack thereof, into question. But does this really have anything to do with the current case?
Yeah, of course, Your Honor. The witness has said he has nothing to do with this case, and no motive. Both of these statements are lies.
Oh, they're lies, are they?
They're lies.
Order! Order! Mr. Wright, there is a serious problem with your claim. Or are you saying you know who this witness is?
Of course, Your Honor.
Oh, now this is interesting. I would like to know myself. Who is he?
Don't play dumb, Von Karma.
It's Yanni Yogi.
Mr. Wright, please tell us this witness's name.
It's Yanni Yogi.
His name is Yanni Yogi, a former court bailiff.
Yogi? That name seems familiar. Oh! Yanni Yogi! From the DL6 incident.
It figures the judge would have heard of it. It was such a famous case, and he was probably there.
Literally, he was probably the judge then.
Yeah.
But what does this mean?
Your Honor, if this man is Mr. Yogi, then he has a clear motive.
Tisk, tisk, tisk. Oh. Jumping to conclusions again, Mr. Wright.
This man, this witness, is Yanni Yogi. Fascinating. However, how do you propose to prove this to the court? This is a court of law, as you may recall. You need proof. And allow me to repeat once more that the witness has lost his memory.
This is it. I have to do this now. If I can't prove he's Yogi right here, right now, then I've got nowhere else to go.
You're Nick. You're that one.
Nick,
That one.
how are you gonna prove it? How are you gonna prove that he's Yanni Yogi? It's okay. It's actually quite simple. Your Honor, please take this man's fingerprints. Then we'll compare them to the fingerprints on file for Yanni Yogi 15 years ago.
I see. That makes sense.
Tisk, tisk, tisk!
Huh?
I'm so very, very sorry, Mr. Wright.
Well, why?
The witness has no fingerprints!
What? What? No fingerprints?
That woke him up!
You see, before I worked as a caretaker, I worked at a chemical plant. I burned my fingers working with this stuff. Yep.
What? Yogi, you sneak! You burned your fingerprints off to hide your past!
Well, if the witness has no fingerprints, I guess we will not be able to prove his identity.
No!
Tisk, tisk, tisk. Well, what will you do, Mr. Wright?
Ugh.
Look at here or something!
Yeah, come on, aren't there other ways?
It seems that the case has been decided, no?
No! I know what happened! I know everything! I just can't prove it! I know! I can't let it end like this. I can't lose! There has to be another way.
There is no one who can testify as to who this witness is. No one!
Nick, what are you gonna do? I didn't even consider that he might have erased his fingerprints.
I thought I had it!
What do I do?
Tisk, tisk, tisk. Well, Mr. Wright, perhaps you'd like to cross-examine his parrot for a little comic relief,
Yeah. Very funny. You're a sore winner, Von Karma. Wait a second. Cross-examine his parrot? What is it, Nick? No. You're not going to! Your Honor? Your Honor, the defense would like to take Mr. Von Karma up on his proposal.
Take Mr. Von Karma up on my proposal?
Exactly, Your Honor. I would like to cross-examine the witness's pet parrot.
Order! Order!
There's nothing in the law book that says a bird can't testify.
Exactly.
Well, what do you think, Mr. Von Karma?
Judge, I mean, you are the judge.
He suggested it.
Need you even ask? This is a farce. I object!
Wait a second.
Why?
You were the one who suggested I cross-examine the parrot.
No
Von
takesies,
Karma.
backsies.
I have a right to do as you suggested.
All right.
I have a right. I have a right to do it.
Well, if you're so desperate, then please be my guest.
Of course. Should you go through with this, and nothing comes of it, then I hope you're ready for the consequences.
Nick, this is crazy.
Well, still want to go through with your little game?
Maya's
You
like-
still want to play Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney?
I love Maya next to us like, Nick, seriously? I don't even know if I can side with you this one. Nick, this is crazy of you. Girl, don't do it.
Girl, don't do it.
I won't do it. I'm just thinking about
Girl,
it.
no.
I'm doing it. I do it. Let the parrot take the stand. I think dogs should be able to vote. I will cross-examine her, Your Honor.
Edgeworth in the stand, like, I'm dead. I'm going to jail. I'm going to jail right now. I'm gonna just leave, actually,
Oh
because
my
I
God.
know I'm going to jail.
Disintegrates into the floor.
Starts disassociating. He's like, oh, I'm tuned out. Puts in his AirPods.
But simultaneously falling in love.
Yeah.
Only if it works, though.
If it works, true love. If it doesn't,
fool's errand.
Guillotine.
For both of them.
Both of them guillotine. Keep saying the L in guillotine.
Guillotine.
Guillotine. Huh? This is the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard!
Von Karma's rigged every person's testimony, every piece of evidence, except the parent. She's my last chance. At least, I think so.
Bailiff, bring in the parrot! Do they have her on hand? That's quite a bird. Please.
Sam Eagle. Sam, ooh, quite a bird.
That's quite a bird. Please, tell us your name. Name. The witness is ignoring me.
It must hurt to be ignored by a bird.
Very well. Witness, who is your owner? Please testify for us. The parrot didn't burp. What if it did? Certainly the most concise testimony we've had so far. Very well, begin your cross-examination.
Right. What are you gonna do, Nick? I don't know. What do we do, Maya?
Oh my god. Maya just like, what do we, you're asking
this
me
was
what
so
we're
your
doing.
idea. I can't
this is
stress,
all you, girl.
I can't stress enough how much this was your idea.
Press
I
it.
told you this
Press
was
her.
crazy. Witness, you can't just say hello and expect us to get anywhere. I want you to testify. Maya, you talk to her. Right. What do I say?
Have we forgotten something?
Yeah. As I recall, 2 days ago.
Oh, whoa.
Polly, have we forgotten something?
Don't forget DL6.
If I can get Polly to say that here, that will prove that the caretaker had something to do with DL6. Polly, have we forgotten something?
Hello.
Oh no.
That's not what you're supposed to say. Forgot. Something we forgot.
Hello.
Oh, it's not working, Nick. She won't say it. This is ridiculous. Why won't she say it?
Tisk, tisk, tisk. Something the matter, Mr. Wright?
Wait. Don't tell me Von Karma expected this. He couldn't have retrained the parrot, could he? Did he train her not to respond when we asked if we'd forgotten anything?
Motherfucker?
Witness, you're here to speak. You must speak to me.
Frankly, I can't believe that you're speaking to the parrot.
Well, I guess we should try to get some information out of her. We need to show the judge that her owner is Mr. Yogi. Okay, press it again. Maya, you talk to her.
What's this? I mean,
What's
we
your name?
tried what's your name, right?
Maybe I should get her to say her name. Polly, what's your name?
Polly.
Mr. Wright, I think we've established that this parrot is named Polly. Does this have anything to do with her owner's identity?
Of course. Yes, it does.
Ha! Fascinating. You claim that the parrot's name will prove her owner's identity? Then show us this proof.
Nick! Don't you think you're taking the bluffing thing a little too far? Listen,
Honey.
Maya, listen. We're not here to answer the question of who is the caretaker. We're here to prove that he's Yanni Yogi. All we have to do is tie the name Polly to Yogi. Your Honor, The proof that the parrot's name reveals the caretaker's identity is... Scrambles through my notes.
What's Polly's description say? After his
Polly
arrest.
Jenkins! Polly Jenkins!
Oh my god.
Is
The deals. This! That's you, baby.
the DL6 case file? That's quite a large file you have there. Which page is this proof on then? Show us, or stop wasting our time.
Very well. Mr. Wright, please show us the page. Where in this file is the information connected to this parrot's name?
Page 3.
It was, yeah, but it didn't say page 3 on
Why
that.
didn't it say page 3?
Because that would be too easy. Case summary, victim data,
Suspect
suspect data.
data.
Yeah, so it is the number 3rd of the options.
The number 3rd.
It's on the suspect data page. This page has all the information about Yanni Yogi. Right after he was arrested, his fiancée committed suicide. See?
Indeed. It does say that. Yes.
What was his fiancée's name?
Polly Jenkins. Polly!
Exactly, Your Honor. He wanted to remember the name of his fiancée who had committed suicide. That's why he named his parrot after her.
I see. I guess that is possible.
A mere coincidence, that's all. My granddaughter has a dog she calls Phoenix. Well, Mr. Phoenix Wright, does this make you my granddaughter's fiance?
You don't have a
Dog.
granddaughter.
Did you say dog?
Yeah, the dog.
Oh, because the daughter has a
Dog.
dog. Okay,
Yeah.
She's only 7 years old!
Indeed. Alone, it is a little weak for evidence in a murder trial. We would need some other corroborating evidence.
Where am I gonna find that?
Nick, we're getting closer. One more. If we can just get one more piece of evidence.
Right, but what?
Very well, witness, you may continue.
You talk to her. What's the safe number?
12/28, which is the day of the murder.
Yeah. Maybe I'll get her to say the number of that safe.
Huh? The safe? Why?
Let's just try to get her to say anything, okay?
Polly, what was the number of the safe in the shack? 1228. 1228.
My, what a reckless parrot. Well, Mr. Wright, you aren't claiming that this number has something to do with the caretaker.
Actually, it does.
Actually, it does. And that's why I had her say it.
Ha! Ridiculous. How can the number to a safe tell us who the caretaker is?
Oh my god, numbers to safes are always dates.
Show us your proof. What could possibly link this number to the caretaker's true identity? That's probably in the DL6 instead, right?
Yep.
Case summary. Page first. The DL6 case file? What is this obsession you have with that case?
Mr. Wright, where in this file is something relating to that safe number?
Case summary. It's on the case summary page.
The case summary?
Specifically, the date on which the DL6 incident occurred.
The date of the incident? December 28.
1228, baby.
Why, that's today's date! 15 years ago!
1228. And the number on the safe is 1228. He used the date of the DL6 incident as the number for his safe, Your Honor. That's how important the date was to him.
I see. It certainly is an interesting coincidence. People often do set their secret numbers to dates. Bah, this is not tangible proof. I set my ATM card's number to 001 because I'm number 1. Stupid.
Stupid
Idiot.
ass.
Idiot stupid.
Stupid ass.
And what bank would Miss number 1 prosecutor use?
Yeah, and what's your social security number? Is
And-
it 1111111?
And what's your mother's maiden name, please?
Yeah.
This has nothing to do with the date. Nothing.
That's enough. I think we've reached a conclusion here.
This is a mere coincidence, that's all.
True, that is a possibility. However, 2 coincidences at the same time seems more like a pattern to me.
What are you saying?
Summon the caretaker of the boat shop. Immediately!
Immediately.
Immediately! Witness, tell us your name!
Wait, this witness, he doesn't remember.
No, it's okay.
Oh, wait.
I've accomplished what I wanted to do. I'm done.
Nick, he looks totally different. This is the real.
This is the real Yogi, I think. Finally. He's been acting feeble to hide his true identity.
I've been waiting for this.
Acting. For 15 years.
Well, let me ask you again. Please state your name to the court.
My name is Yanni Yogi. 15 years ago, I served as a bailiff in this very court.
Whoa, you served as a bailiff in our court.
Order! Order! Yanni Yogi. So it was you who killed Robert Hammond and tried to frame Miles Edgeworth for his death?
Yes, it was me. I did it. They put me on the witness stand 15 years ago. Robert Hammond, he said I was mentally unsound. He told me it would make me innocent, get me off the hook. So, I pretended to have brain damage. I was innocent, really, but he didn't believe me. We won the trial, but I lost everything. I lost my job, my fiancé, my social standing. Then, this year, 15 years later, a package arrived. It was a letter and a pistol. The plan was written out in careful detail. It was a plan for me to take my revenge on the people who ruined my life. I didn't care who had sent it. I thought this was my chance. After 15 years, this was it. Finally, a chance to have my revenge on Robert Hammond and Miles Edgeworth. I have no regrets.
Wait a moment. Revenge? Against Miles Edgeworth? What do you mean?
I'm not at liberty to speak on that matter. Why don't you ask Mr. Edgeworth yourself? Anyway, I admit it. I was the one who killed Robert Hammond.
Whoa.
Von Karma? Where is Mr. Yogi?
Under arrest, Your Honor. I saw no room for error in his confession.
Then the defendant, Miles Edgeworth, is...
Innocent. In this case, at least.
Very well. Will the defendant please take the stand?
Woo!
Woohoo. There are a few mysteries left unsolved. Still, you are cleared of suspicion for this particular case, so I would like to pass my judgment on the murder of Mr. Robert Hammond. Any objections?
I don't believe it. Why isn't Von Karma saying anything?
Very well. This court finds the defendant, Mr. Miles Edgeworth, not guilty. That is all. This court is adjourned. Did someone just say objection?
It wasn't Von Karma. Wait, but that means... No. Edgeworth?
Your Honor, I object to your judgment. What do you mean? I am not innocent at all. As we have heard, Yadi Yogi killed Robert Hammond in revenge. But revenge for what?
Nick, Edgeworth is trying to confess. He's gonna say he's guilty. He's gonna tell them he was the murderer in the DL6 incident. He's gonna tell them that he killed his own dad.
Oh no.
What do I do? Objection! The judgment has already been passed. I object to Edgeworth's outburst.
No, let him cook. Didn't something like this happen yesterday, too? I believe a certain witness raised an objection after a guilty verdict was passed.
That would be Larry.
We must hear this new statement. We must hear Miles Edgeworth. He's right, you know.
We have a duty to hear Mr. Edgeworth out.
For 15 years, I had a recurring dream. A nightmare. It's only a nightmare. That's what I told myself. But now, I know it wasn't a dream. Yanni Yogi wasn't the killer.
You mean in the incident where your father died?
From the distance of the shot, it wasn't suicide either. Everything was as clear as day. The murderer, the criminal in the DL6 incident, it was me. Your Honor, I confess my guilt. I am guilty for DL6, the statute of limitations of which ends today. The culprit is me!
Whoa.
Order! Order! This is certainly unexpected. The defendant declared innocent is confessing to a different crime. A crime for which the statute of limitation runs out today. I'm not really sure how I should deal with this.
Bah! It's obvious. We hold a trial right here, right now. We try this man for his crime of 15 years ago. God damn it.
Yeah.
I think I would like to take a 5-minute recess. During this time, I will consider the appropriate course of action to take. Court is adjourned.
I need to pee.
I have to think about some stuff. This is crazy.
Just give me a second.
Give me a second. I gotta reset my brain. He's gotta refresh his brain on DL6.
Yeah, he's
You know what I mean?
the-
He's like, we were just doing a completely different case.
Yeah, like he's not prepared for
He's
this.
not been studying like that.
No. I'm sorry, Wright. I've just wasted all of your effort.
Mr. Edgeworth, I just don't believe it, sir. I mean, you kill your dad?
I didn't want to believe it myself, Detective, but it's the truth. I deserve to be punished. I've been a bad, bad boy.
Oh my God.
Murder is murder, no matter what the circumstances.
This is crazy. Just crazy. Nick, what are you doing? Huh? Oh, I was just looking through the court record once more. I'm getting my case ready. Your case? For what? Huh? Isn't it obvious? I'm gonna prove that Miles Edgeworth is innocent. What are you talking about, pal? He just admitted to it. He confessed that he did it in court. I'm sorry, Edgeworth, but I don't believe your nightmare.
What?
It's just a dream. It's not real. The truth is right here in this court record. In any case, tighten your belts. The real fight is just beginning.
All right.
I'll prove you're innocent. Trust me.
Right. Right.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Now then, I would like to resume our trial.
Judge, Miles Edgeworth has admitted his own guilt. He has confessed his crime. Let us begin by hearing his testimony. Then, though pointless, let the defense do their cross-examining. The statute of limitations on the DL6 incident runs out today. If anybody forgot! Though it's unconventional for me, I'd like to run this one by the book.
Oh, he wants to take it slow.
Whoa. The self-report.
He wants to take this one slow. He's like, this one I'll take pleasure in all of the minutia and the it's a B word, the B word, bureaucracy of it.
Yeah, okay.
I see. Does the defense have any objections?
No, Your Honor. Von Karma, you knew this was gonna happen from the very beginning, didn't you?
Mm-hmm. Very well. Will Mr. Miles Edgeworth take the stand?
Ooh, added a little mister for him.
I don't know why I did.
Feeling saucy. Will the witness state his name and profession? Miles Edgeworth. I am a prosecuting attorney. Mr. Edgeworth, 15 years ago you mistakenly killed your father, Gregory Edgeworth. Is this correct? It is correct. Then testify about this matter to the court.
This is giving me Lion King flashbacks.
A little bit. This is very Lion King.
Is that true?
Your father!
Now Daddy's not around to save you. And here's my little secret.
When Edgeworth was telling me about his dream yesterday, I noticed something. One detail didn't quite fit. That will be the key, but only if I can get it to work.
Phoenix does not tell you what this thing was.
No, of course not. Please. Please.
Witness testimony, the DL6 incident. That day, I had gone to the courtroom to observe one of my father's trials. As we went to leave, an earthquake struck, trapping us in the elevator. My father and Mr. Yogi lost their composure and began to argue. Just then, something heavy fell at my feet. I picked it up and threw it at Mr. Yogi. I wanted them to stop fighting. A moment later, there was a single gunshot. Then, a scream. It was a terrible scream. I remember it to this day. That's all.
And until now, you thought this memory was a dream?
We were stuck in that elevator for 5 hours.
And I was 8.
The oxygen in the elevator ran out, and I lost my memory of the events. The same claim Mr. Yogi has made.
Very well. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination, please.
Yes, Your Honor. Edgeworth, I'm glad we get to talk.
Finally, some back and forth for us.
What was the trial your father was involved in on that day?
I don't remember things very clearly. Only 2 things. I know my father lost, and Mr. Von Karma was the prosecuting attorney.
What a strange and funny coincidence it is.
That's funny.
That's funny. I look at Von Karma across the trial room. That's really funny. That's a funny little coincidence. Did you guys think that... Did you ever think?
Do you guys think there's a connection? It's kind of funny.
Did you ever, 15 years ago, who would have thought,
Huh.
Anyway.
That's what they're saying in the audience. I wish we were up in the audience.
We are.
Oh, yeah.
This is literally what we're doing.
No way!
Mr. Von Karma, you were handling that case.
It was 15 years ago. I don't remember the details.
Oh, you don't even
I don't remember!
You don't even get the same level of an excuse that the other people have.
Literally.
You don't have the trauma.
No trauma.
That was when Edgeworth pointed out the problem in Von Karma's evidence. beep beep.
Excuse me.
Stop burping so much.
I'm sorry.
I said so much burping.
We're always burping.
You were always drinking sparkling water during
While we're
streaming.
streaming because we're very smart.
Just super
and
smart.
think about
And
things.
super cool. So there were 3 people, including yourself, trapped in that elevator.
Yes, myself, my father, and Yanni Yogi. We were fine at first, but then as time passed and no one came to help,
What did you do then?
I was a 9-year-old boy at the time. What could I do? I was scared, trembling in the corner. But then,
What was it?
a pistol. I assume it was the bailiff Yanni Yogi's. The safety must have come off when it fell from his holster. Like, you know, guns.
Like guns do.
do. And you picked it up. What happened next?
Did you know it was a pistol when you threw it?
I think I knew. I knew it was dangerous. But the air was getting so thick, I panicked. So you're saying that you threw the pistol at Mr. Yogi? Don't you know that's how you activate a pistol? I was in a daze.
The gun fired once?
Yes. I think after I threw it, I lost consciousness. Since then, they've echoed in my head every day. That gunshot and that horrible scream.
The scream.
It was a terrible scream.
I remember it even now. To this day.
Yes, I can practically hear it now. I doubt I will ever forget that scream as long as I live.
There it is. One part of that testimony clearly contradicts the evidence, but I don't know what it means. I'd better find out and quick.
Quick. I better find out. I better find out. Okay, so we
Single
have
gunshot.
We have gun. We have bullet. Not that one. One bullet found in heart. Murder.
Murder weapon was
It's fired twice.
That's the stuff.
Objection.
Are you sure you only heard one gunshot?
Yes, I'm sure of that. I heard the shot and the scream. Then everything faded. I was unconscious until the rescuers came.
I see.
No, Your Honor. Unfortunately, you don't.
You don't.
Look at
Okay.
this file one more time.
Okay.
This plainly contradicts the witness's testimony.
You do enjoy dragging out that file.
I know, I
don't
have been
you?
putting it up like this is the
But
third
what
time.
about the DL6? I don't accept this evidence unless you can tell us what page it's on. Which page contradicts Miles Edgeworth's testimony?
Victim data, right?
I think so.
Look at the victim data in this file. It says it quite plainly. The murder weapon was fired twice.
Oh, it says it was fired twice.
Fired
huh?
twice. Miles Edgeworth only heard one gunshot, yet the murder weapon was fired twice. The first shot was the accidental firing when the pistol was thrown. So, who fired the remaining shot?
I saw on Mythbusters that that's actually not a thing that can happen.
Was there perhaps another shooter who fired that second shot?
No.
Your Honor, as I'm sure you're aware, this incident occurred 15 years ago.
The evidence is dated. The pistol did fire twice. However, we do not know when that second shot was fired. It might have been fired the day before the incident. There is no proof that the second shot had anything to do with this incident.
What?
I see.
You do have a point, Mr. Wright. The murder weapon was fired twice, as we have heard. One of those shots was fired by the defendant, a boy at the time. Now, a beautiful woman. Do you have any proof that the other shot fired had something to do with the case?
Yes. Your Honor, I think I will be able to show you proof.
What? Impossible! Now, Mr. Von Karma, let him cook. Save your surprise for after you've seen the evidence.
For after your dinner.
Very well. Mr. Wright, show us your proof. Do you have evidence that the second firing of the pistol is related to this incident?
Yeah, there's a bullet hole there.
Sorry, I just pointed. I didn't say anything. The bullet hole in the glass. The glass.
Look at this photograph. Every time I do it makes me laugh. Look at Edward's dad.
What the hell is on Edward's head?
This is a photograph of the scene of the crime 15 years ago. I can see that the victim lying there is Gregory Edgeworth. I don't know if I was supposed to say that. Oh well. This proves the murder weapon was fired twice at the time of the murder. This photo proves it. ...
So, let me get this straight. This photo proves that 2 shots were fired? Where?
Your Honor, please! Please get a clue!
Wouldn't that suck if the area that
It was like
of
really,
the selection
really
was really
tiny.
yeah.
Like it was just you had to be perfectly within the circle of the bullet
Yeah.
hole. As should be obvious, the contradiction is here.
I see. A bullet hole in the door.
Yes. Your Honor. Gregory Edgeworth was killed by a shot from the pistol. Yet, there is also a bullet hole in the elevator door. We also know that the murder weapon was fired twice. Thus, someone other than Edgeworth fired that second shot.
Order! Order! Mr. Wright, what are you driving at?
I don't have a license. I'm not driving anywhere. It's simple, Your Honor. At the time of the incident, 2 shots were fired. One went into Gregory Edgeworth's heart. The other hit the elevator door. Sorry, Edgeworth.
Edward standing and kind of disassociating at the same. Also,
Ba-dum-bum, ba-dum-bum, ba-dum-bum.
also staring at Phoenix like.
Sorry.
Sorry.
Remember that the defendant lost consciousness after the shot he fired rang out. In conclusion, we must agree that the second shot was fired by someone else.
Mr. Wright, but who could that someone else be?
The murderer, of course.
I knew I should have stepped in before your wild fantasies got out of hand, Mr. Wright. Look once more at the DL6 incident case file. Look closely. Try the case summary page.
The case summary, that's on page 1.
Look what is written there. Not a single clue is found on the scene. If the pistol had indeed been fired 2 times, the other bullet would have been discovered on the scene.
He does have a point, you know.
That second bullet has never been found.
Yeah, you little son of a bitch.
Why? Because the second bullet does not exist. The bullet that claimed Gregory Edgeworth's life was the one fired by his own son. That is the truth of this matter. The whole truth.
I do like Von Karma's earrings. I do think that's cute.
They are kind of a sleigh.
It's cute.
Cute, flirty.
It was undoubtedly something else that made that bullet hole in the door.
Like, what?
Something else.
What?
You called it a bullet hole, so, I mean, we're calling it what it is, huh?
Order! I will have order! Mr. Wright has proven one thing to us quite clearly, that the murder weapon was fired twice at the time of the incident. However, as Mr. Von Karma says, the second bullet fired was not found. It is highly unlikely that the police merely overlooked the second bullet. So, all we have is the single bullet fired. I'm afraid I have to discount the defense's claim.
50% off.
Tisk, tisk, tisk. I praise the judge for his wisdom in this matter.
Ah, how did this happen? I don't believe that the second bullet didn't exist. Was I wrong? Have I been wrong about this whole incident?
What are you doing, Nick? Why aren't you raising an objection?
I'm sorry, Maya.
What?
It looks like I was wrong.
Nick?
If the second bullet wasn't there, then all my conjectures are for nothing.
No. But you said you'd do it, Nick. You said you'd get Edgeworth declared innocent.
I'm sorry. It's just, when I saw the photograph, I thought that 2 shots had been fired. I was so certain of it. I thought I'd won. I thought there was another person, someone else who'd fired the killing shot. But now, I was wrong to think it could be that simple. The case has stood unsolved for 15 years.
Well, no one's looked at it.
Nick.
Well, it seems that we have finally cleared up this incident. Only 1 bullet was found at the scene of the crime. That shot was fired by Miles Edgeworth.
Precisely.
I would like to ask one thing of Miles Edgeworth before passing my verdict. Have you been paying attention to the trial so far?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you have any objections?
No, I do not.
So, you killed your father, though that was not your intention?
Yes, I did.
Oh no. He's accepted the guilt.
Very well. The statute of limitations on the murder of Gregory Edgeworth runs out today. Therefore, I must pronounce a verdict on the defendant today, right here.
Right now!
Indeed. Does anyone have any objections?
I've been here before. It's just like my first day in court. There are so many things I know I should be saying, but my mind's gone blank. I can't find the words.
Mr. Wright?
I have to object, dude.
Objection!
No,
Your Honor, I object!
Tisk, tisk, tisk. Mr. Wright, on what grounds do you object?
Nick.
I don't know. His case is perfect.
Oh no.
It must exist. The second bullet. What? What did you just say?
Nothing.
The second bullet must exist. But where? Someone took it.
It seems waiting is not going to produce us any answers from Mr. Wright.
Wait, Your Honor! The second bullet, it existed!
What? But we've just heard proof that it did not exist.
I realize that, Your Honor. I'm really grasping here. It's just, someone took it from the scene of the crime. That's what happened.
But who?
The murderer.
No? The murderer? Then tell us, just who is this murderer?
I'm still thinking about that one.
So the criminal took the second bullet. But why?
Huh?
First of all, how would they have found it? It's not easy to find a stray bullet, Mr. Wright. Was there some pressing need for the murderer to search for that bullet?
The murderer had to find it. Of course there was a need. That's why they took it.
Bah! What possible reason could they have had?
Well, the reason the murderer took the bullet away from the scene with them is, the bullet would be proof. Maybe they thought that the bullet would be used as proof?
Proof?
It was a special bullet, so they took it with him.
If that was the case, then they should have taken the bullet from inside Gregory as well.
Well, it was kind of... Let's not Let's be nice.
Why would they only take one of the 2 shots fired? He starts to go into graphic detail about, like,
Deep within his heart.
yeah. Mr. Wright, have you really thought this through? I'm going to have to penalize you.
No, what?
Uh-oh.
No. Oh, this isn't going so well.
Was there some
He didn't need it, but he had to take it. Why would the murderer have spent the time to look for the stray bullet? I haven't got a clue.
What's wrong, Mr. Wright? The murderer had no reason to take that bullet. You don't want to admit it, but it's true.
Had to take it. Had to take it. The murderer. What does that mean? You're thinking too normal. Think crazy.
Think crazy, Nick.
Don't think why the bullet was taken. Think why the bullet had to be taken.
Mr. Wright?
Yes, Your Honor?
Phoenix just goes glazy and stares.
I have no idea what I'm doing. Well, the murderer had no intention of taking the bullet from the scene, but the murderer had to take the bullet.
Had to? Mr. Wright, what do you mean?
Well, for instance, what? But maybe the bullet hit the murderer?
The bullet hit the murderer?
Just saying, for instance. I mean, if it hit you, you would have to take it with you, wouldn't you? It's not like you could perform surgery right there. You know? Wait a second. I was just talking off the top of my head, but am I a dumb genius? But what if
Am
that's
I?
really what happened?
A genius? Am I smart? Let me get this straight. So, at the time of the murderer themselves was shot, and they left with a second bullet still inside of them, thus leaving only one bullet at the scene of the crime?
Yes. I think that's how it would work. Yes.
But there's a problem with that. The other 2 people rescued from that elevator, Miles Edgeworth and Yanni Yogi, were both unharmed. So that would mean...
The murderer came from outside. Yes. Uh-huh. Someone else. The 2 men fight inside the elevator, trying to stop them. The boy picks up the pistol at his feet and throws it. The pistol discharges, and the bullet, ka-chow, goes through the door, goes through the elevator door, and hits the murderer outside. The boy loses consciousness.
The murderer.
The murderer opens the elevator door and sees the men inside.
Bang.
Shoots him.
Mr. Wright, you are truly the most unpredictable defense attorney I've ever known. I can tell you're grasping, yet I cannot deny the possibility of what you say.
I can't deny that you are spitting facts.
You
here.
cooked.
What are you saying? Deny it! Deny it! No one involved with the incident was wounded! There was no murderer!
No one was wounded at the time of the incident. He's right. I can't think of anyone.
Hey, Nick,
Huh?
I just thought of something really crazy.
Crazy.
Tell me.
Yeah, tell me right
Crazy,
away.
tell me.
Tell me right away.
Tell me right now
Crazy
immediately.
is the only thing that works for us.
Tell me right now immediately.
Remember what Mr. Grossberg said yesterday?
Blah, 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 blah. Gregory Edgeworth does not boast of his perfect trial record. Wow. It must have been quite a shock for Von Karma. He took a vacation for several months after that, you see. Yes, an unusual event for the man. That was the first and the last vacation he's taken in his many years of prosecuting.
What if Mr. Von Karma didn't take that vacation because of shock,
But took it because he was injured.
which would mean
It could only mean one thing.
he was the murderer in the TL6 incident?
He was the man who shot Gregory Edgeworth.
It was Von Karma!
Oh, man!
something wrong, Mr. Wright? I was trying desperately to hit our little sound buttons, but it
No Vine
stopped
Boom
working.
Oh, no Vine Boom.
Vine Boom, come back.
Vine Boom, please. Nope.
Damn, okay.
What? Something wrong, Mr. Wright? You seem dazed, like your soundboard isn't working.
No, Your Honor.
Well, you have indicated a possibility that the murderer came from outside. Can you give us the name of your suspect?
Uh-oh. Should I come out and say it now? Do you dare me? Do you dare me? Say it now.
Say it now.
Your Honor, there is a suspect. One lone suspect. This motherfucker has no idea.
Doesn't know. Well, this is certainly interesting news. Very well, Mr. Wright. Who is your suspect?
My hands are shaking.
What?
Von Karma!
Von Karma? The face of an innocent man. You mean the Von Karma? The prosecutor? The one standing right over there? Bah! You don't object? I see no need. Why honor this ridiculous outburst with my objection? Because you're right. I'm right.
I'm right. Because you took a vacation for several months, starting the day after the incident. Yet you pride yourself on a perfect record. Why would you take such a long vacation without any reason?
So you're claiming that I took a vacation to heal my injury from the incident? Fascinating. Prove it. I would have needed surgery, no? Where did I go under the knife at, Mr. Wright?
You wouldn't have needed surgery.
Bring the doctor that operated on me. Have him testify. It could have been a woman.
Yeah, could have been a woman, so that's sexist, and that makes you
Or
bad. Arrest
implicate-
him.
Hold him in
Arrest him.
contempt.
Hold him in contempt for blatant misogyny. Women are doctors too. Nick, let's find out who his doctor is.
It's no use.
Edgeworth?
I know Von Karma, perhaps too well. He's perfect. He wouldn't leave clues. He probably didn't undergo surgery. That would leave a doctor as a witness.
Nobody's that perfect. So what, Nick? Did Von Karma pull the bullet out by himself? That's insane! No, he couldn't have. You can't just pull bullets out of yourself.
Well, I've seen movies. Where they have.
Wait, I watched a movie once.
Wait, I know movies.
Wait, what does that mean? That bullet has to be somewhere, but where?
Have you checked your butthole? Well, Mr. Wright?
No, I didn't check. I didn't. Sorry.
Can you produce evidence to prove that I was shot?
Yeah, I could maybe produce evidence that you could get shot today.
Bang!
Show evidence. No,
You're
I
not
know,
supposed to show evidence, are you?
I know exactly what to do. I'll even use evidence. I know how you like it so much.
Like it? You like that?
You like it?
What?
The evidence that proves Von Karma was shot is...
Oh!
Von Karma is perfect. He wouldn't risk surgery leaving an evidence trail. So then I ask, where is that bullet now? I think it unlikely that Von Karma performed surgery on himself.
Oh! You don't mean!
Mm-hmm. I do. There is a possibility that the bullet is still inside Von Karma.
Oh, I'm still inside of
Is that even possible? For all these years.
Well, there's one way to find out.
Let's check his butthole.
Pulls out the metal detector. I'm pulling out the metal detector. We could use this metal detector! Well, Von Karma, I'm gonna run this over you and see what we find.
I'm gonna run you over.
Oh yeah, you're sweating now, you little bitch!
I refuse!
You refuse? But refusing this means you acknowledge that the bullet is still inside you? Order! Order! Order!
Your Honor, the defense requests that we be allowed to use the metal detector.
I'm sticking it in him.
Judge, I call for a suspension of this trial. This is an invasion of privacy. I was merely joking when I said to chuck my butthole.
The statute of limitations runs out on this case today, as you well know. It was you who said we had to end it right here, right now.
I didn't mean it like that.
Enough. I permit the use of the metal detector.
All right.
Mr. Von Karma, you will submit yourself to testing.
Yeah.
Nick, what does this mean?
I don't know, but we have to give it a shot. Oh shit! It reacted. Something's inside his right shoulder. The bullet. Mr. Von Karma?
It was you.
I was afraid this would happen, and so I remained silent.
Indeed, there is a bullet in my shoulder.
I'm a veteran.
From a different...
I'm a veteran. And now you're disrespecting a veteran.
a U.S. Army veteran. However, it has nothing to do with this incident.
What?
I was shot in the shoulder long before the DL6 incident. I claim that the bullet in my shoulder has no relation to DL6.
Aw, come on.
That's from something else.
Another thing. I'm holding it for a friend.
But, Mr. Von Karma, can you prove that?
Prove? I have no obligation to prove anything. But,
That's not true.
But it is Mr. Wright who must prove something here, not I. Mr. Wright?
Well, can you prove it? Can you prove that the bullet in Von Karma's shoulder was from DL6?
Of course he can't. You don't have any evidence of the DL6 Infinite. I got shot while trying to save it for a visual of puppies. Because I'm such a bleeding heart.
I'm a really good person. That's because you took it out of the records room yesterday.
You took it out of the records room yesterday. With no proof, you cannot convict me of any crime. So sorry, Mr. Wright.
No, I'm the one who's sorry, Mr. Von Karma.
What?
You were close. One day away from freedom. But you see, I have proof.
What?
Who would have thought you would dig your own grave trying to convict Edgeworth? I can link the bullet in your shoulder to the DL6 incident. And here's my final proof. Oh,
The bullet?
the bullet. I think.
That's a bullet?
Where did you get that?
This is the bullet used in the DL6 incident. This was taken from the heart of the victim, Mr. Gregory Edgeworth.
Sorry, Edgeworth.
Sorry, Edgeworth. The bullet is preserved quite nicely, with all the ballistic markings intact. Sorry, Edgeworth.
Ballistic markings.
That's what you get for trying to get my boyfriend convicted.
You may recall the term. It came up in the trial 2 days ago. First trial 2 days ago.
Ballistic markings are the fingerprints of a weapon. All bullets fired from a gun are marked with that weapon's unique pattern. By examining the markings, we can tell which weapon fired the bullet. It's quite accurate.
We have 2 bullets in our possession. One, the bullet removed from Gregory Edgeworth's heart. The other, Mr. Von Karma, the other, Mr. Von Karma, is the bullet buried in your shoulder. We could analyze both bullets. Then, if the markings matched, we would know that both bullets had been fired from the same gun. The very same pistol. In other words, the murder weapon that killed Gregory Edgeworth. Mr. Von Karma, you will let us remove the bullet from your shoulder. Then we'll compare the ballistic markings to those on this bullet. And solve this case once and for all. Well, Mr. Von Karma? Whoa.
That scream. I've heard that scream before. Wait, I know! Well, it had to be a big
Yeah,
scream.
it was a weird one. It was very Stitch, like, slobbery.
That's what he did. And Edgeworth was like, I'll never forget that.
I'll never forget that.
Oh, I can't breathe.
Oh,
Quiet, stay quiet. Not making this easier. Wow. Trauma. Throw. Get away. And then that scream that I just did. Wow. It's that scream I heard in the elevator 15 years ago. Von Karma, it was you who screamed!
Dun, dun, dun.
Mr. Von Karma?
Edgeworth! Only you would dare defy me!
So, it was you. You and your father are my curse! Your father shamed me with a penalty on my record, and you left a scar on my shoulder that would never fade. 15 years earlier. Chief Prosecutor, I'm sorry.
Von Karma, it's not like you to make this kind of error. I never would have thought that Edgeworth would be the one to catch you.
I was careless.
I'm sorry, but you will have to be penalized. I've covered for you in the past, but not this time.
Edgeworth! Edgeworth! It was a shock like none I had ever known. Me? Penalized? It took hours for me to regain my composure. Suddenly I found myself in the darkness. I was in the court records room. I must have wandered in there without thinking where I was going. The room was pitch black. The lights must have gone out. I went out into the hall and felt my way to the elevator. I pressed the button, and nothing happened. Then, there was a noise. Ah! I was in pain! A horrible burning pain in my shoulder. Just then, lights came back on. The elevator door opened before my eyes. The story's crazy.
Yeah.
I saw 3 people inside, all lying unconscious from oxygen deprivation. Much to my surprise, a pistol lay at my feet. I knew then it was destiny. Bang.
Ka-chow.
In his last moments, Gregory Edgeworth was still unconscious. Well, he died, never knowing who had shot him. Later, he spoke through a medium, blaming Mr. Yogi. He was fooled. It was the perfect crime. Tisk, tisk, tisk. Who would have thought another man would have come to open that elevator door? Judge? What? What are you doing? Do your job, bring an end to this miserable charade. Now, end it. Very well.
It appears that we have come a very long way to the end of this maze. 15 years later, Mr. Miles Edgeworth?
Yes, Your Honor.
You were innocent. You are innocent. As you said, it was all a nightmare.
Yes, Your Honor.
This court finds the defendant, Mr. Miles Edgeworth, double not guilty.
Combo!
Ooh. However, that is all. This court is adjourned.
Yeah,
Get out of here.
let's get out of here.
Get out of here. Arrest this man.
Nick, we did it! Did you see his face? Von Karma looked even paler than usual. He's pretending to be all cool, but inside you crushed him, Nick! Crushed! I gotta say, I'm impressed.
It was pretty close, though. I was sure we'd had it.
I know, I was on the verge of tears the whole time myself. But now, it's all just a good memory.
So, it's finally over, Edgeworth.
Right.
Yeah?
I'm not sure how to say this.
I know. Try. Thank you.
I see. Thank you, Right.
You're welcome.
I think you could have done better than that. You guys didn't even kiss.
Sorry, I'm not good at this sort of thing.
You got a lot to learn, Edgeworth.
She's got you there.
Woo! Amazing, pal! You pulled true just like I thought you would. And I'll never forget this. I owe you one, pal. And tonight, let's party. Dinner's on me. Hey, yeah, my salary went down a bit this month, but who cares? See, Mr. Edgeworth, you should take a lesson from Detective Gumshoe. That's how you say thank you.
I see.
Whoop.
I feel foolish.
Don't worry. Take it a little at a time. You'll get used to it.
It's been 15 years since I've seen Edgeworth this unguarded.
Hi, y'all!
What are you doing here?
Lotta! Hey, y'all were great in there.
Thank you.
Yo, Edgeworth, congrats!
Thank y'all very much.
I knew you were innocent from the start, of course. And just look at you. You wouldn't stick your hand in the cookie jar even if no one was there.
You were the witness on the first day of the trial, weren't you?
Yeah, well, let bygones be bygones, eh? Speaking of which,
Speaking of which,
Speaking of which,
what are you doing now, Lotta?
who, me? Oh, I went back to college. I gave up trying to be an investigative photographer pretty quick.
Really? That's too bad.
Huh? Isn't that the hot dog guy from the park? Huh?
oh my god, everyone's here.
over, Nick. My life is over. Why the sad face, Larry? What happened now? Oh, Nick, I'm not long for this world. You don't look sick. It's Keontae.
No!
She's gonna live in Paris. She's leaving me behind.
No!
Should have seen that coming.
Yo, Edgy, there you are.
Yes. Here I am.
Congrats, Edgy. Here, a little gift from me in celebration.
Celebration? That's unusual for you.
Harry Butch, you come along tonight. You come along tonight too. My treat, pal. Huh? Thanks. Looking forward to it.
Not is totally not girlfriend.
Yo, Nick. That's the suit that questioned me. When he says treat, that's not police talk for prison food, right? Right?
I think you'll be fine, Larry.
Right?
Yeah, what's up?
That envelope that Larry gave me, it's got money in it.
Well, yeah, that's not that strange. People give money away to celebrate sometimes.
It's $38, right?
Huh. What a weird amount. mean, it's not a little, but it's not a lot either. $38 exactly?
Nick, wasn't that exactly the amount of lunch money that was stolen from Mr. Edgeworth in school?
$38. No. No! Larry! It was you!
What are you so surprised about, Wright?
Huh?
Larry was absent that day from school, right? But that doesn't automatically rule him out as a suspect.
What?
Think back to that day, 15 years ago. Larry took the day off, but he was bored, so he came to school anyway. Then he saw the money lying there, and the rest is history.
I never was good at history. Edgeworth, you didn't know, did you?
I suspected. I just couldn't picture Larry protecting you like he did that day. Everyone else was saying you did it. The whole class was against you, remember?
Yeah, too well.
Right? You may not know this, but we used to have a saying back in school. When something smells, it's usually the butts.
I know!
Really, Right. I'm surprised you didn't figure it out.
Well, this sure is an unexpected turn of events, huh? Edgeworth. You should have told me! Now, Nick, it was 15 years ago.
Who cares about something stupid from 15 years ago?
Don't you think the statute of limitations has run out, Mr. Edgeworth?
I'd say so, yes.
There you have it. Where does that leave me? I became a defense attorney because of what you two did.
Well, you have always been something of an insufferable emotionalist.
Yeah, and you get worked up too easily, too. Death! The death sentence for both of you! Man, if only I had known, I'd become a prosecutor.
The same goes for me, only the other way around. For the longest time, I thought that I might have killed my own father. Oh, we're back on this now. I thought I might be a criminal. I became a prosecutor, in part to punish myself. If I had known the truth, I might have become a defense attorney after all.
Edgeworth.
Want to switch, right?
There's switches.
Just as I suspected!
Hi, y'all, line up. I'll take a photo.
Hey, photo time, let's go!
Let's go!
And after that, dinner on me.
Woo!
Detective Gumshoe took us out on the town that night. We celebrated Edgeworth's newfound freedom, even though Edgeworth himself was still in detention. That sucks.
What? What?
He should be allowed to go.
That's stinky.
Whoa, I went a little overboard yesterday. My head hurts.
Oh, man.
Huh? It's still only 5. Maybe I should go back to sleep. Huh? What's this? A letter.
A letter?
A letter?
Good morning, Nick.
You were really impressive yesterday.
Seeing you, it made me think about what I'm doing here. I'm a spirit medium, in training, of course. I wanted to help Mr. Edgeworth too. I wanted to help you, but I couldn't. I was useless. So, I've decided to go back to my training. I'll become a full-fledged spirit medium for starters. I couldn't say it to your face, so I left this letter. Goodbye, Nick.
Goodbye? What time is it? The first train for the mountains have already left. To the station.
Doodly-doodly-doo.
Oh, welcome home, Leo.
Welcome home.
Maya left, yeah. She heard you were back, sorry.
I guess I'm too late.
Hey! Nick!
Maya! So, you're leaving?
Yeah. It's hard being a spirit medium who can't talk to spirits. And I think you'll do fine without me, Nick. Be good, okay?
Wait! What? I never could have saved Edgeworth without your help. Huh? On the last day of the trial, I heard her. I heard Mia's voice. You heard my sister? Yes, only her voice, but still. It was at the very end when I thought we'd lost everything. Well, that's my sister for you. Detective Gumshoe helped, and Mr. Grossberg, and even Larry. I'm the only one who couldn't help. I was useless, Nick. But you were the one who stopped Von Karma, Maya. Huh? I didn't do anything. All I did was wander around in a daze. Sorry, but I have evidence that you helped. Evidence? Show Maya some evidence to cheer her up.
What about this bullet that was inside of Gregory Edgeworth, huh?
A bullet! Von Karma was convinced he had taken all of the evidence pertaining to DL6. But you were the one who rescued the last piece of evidence we needed. This was the bullet that put an end to Von Karma. And you were the one who gave it to me. Nick. Thanks, Maya. I couldn't have done it without you. I'll be back soon. Huh? I'm gonna complete my training and come back.
Wow.
Okay. I'll be waiting. Of course you will. You can't run that office by yourself. You're hopeless. I don't know about that.
Uh-oh, the train. Get on, girl.
So, this is it. See you soon, Maya. Bye.
Aw, bye,
we did it.
Maya.
Aw,
Bye, Maya.
Thanks, Nick.
Aww.
And so, my story ends. Time to turn a new page and say goodbye to the novice defense attorney that I once was. Now a new story begins with the same old crazy cast of characters.
Boom, 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 boom. Ha! Don't think you've graduated yet, amateur.
Mr. Wright, perhaps you'd like to rethink that claim?
Yes, Your Honor. Uh-oh. I got a bad feeling about this. Life goes on.
It's like, say goodbye to novice Phoenix Wright as he's in court. But yay!
We did it!
Oh.
Hey, pal, Mr. Edgeworth came down to the precinct to wish me a Happy New Year. Talk about a pleasant surprise.
Whoop. Detective Gumshoe.
Then he hung his head low and went right back out.
He was like, sorry, that was embarrassing.
Kinda like he was embarrassed
Yeah.
or something.
Yeah.
Strange, huh?
You're kind of freaking me out, sir. Kumiku Sukane. Suekane.
Ugh. Huh? Nick? Nah, I haven't seen him lately. But who, me? I've been working at a cheese shop. That Missy's a nice lady, but she's not exactly what you'd call a cheap date. Huh? Oh, she's in Hawaii right now, yeah. We did it! Thank you!
Who? Right? Yeah, I remember him. I heard he's been busy lately. You know, with his boyfriend? You know, not to ring my own bell, but I taught him everything he knows. I'm sure he's grateful.
Oh, that's Winston Payne.
You know, winced in pain. Huh?
Phoenix Wright? The defense attorney for whom I wrote the affidavit for, yes. You should know I've taken over management of Gatewater Hotel recently.
I think that was you, actually. You should just be in the area, so we stopped by. Sorry.
Well, you can, if you had fun, that's all that matters.
Yeah.
Does it ring any bells?
Oh, it's you? Phoenix, right? Yes, Mia's understudy, I suppose. I wonder how he's doing. Haven't seen him of late. The days of my youth, like the scent of fresh lemon, you see.
Yes? Yes?
Sugi Mori.
Sugi Mori, we love
Doing that
you.
music. Doing that music so good, so right.
Phoenix Wright? Is he an actor? Well, I'm not buying it. You can't be a star with a name like Phoenix. Did you know that they're finally putting the Hammer movie to the thing? You know the DVD, the 3 was everything. They go too fast.
I'm pleased to announce The Pink Princess is a hit. I sure owe that Mr. Wright a great deal. Oh, and I'm keeping my face out of the public eye but I wouldn't want to ruin any kid's dreams, you know.
I love that he's the Pink Princess too.
I think that's awesome. That's awesome.
Finally, good roles for women.
Oh, I got a letter from Maya the other day. It sounds like she caught a cold standing under a waterfall. I wanted to visit, but didn't have time, so I sent her some Pink Princess trading cards. She said she can't buy them where she is. What kind of place is she living in anyway?
Can't get over her Digivice.
The manual? They have a credit for the manual.
That's cool.
Right? Who's that? You wanna talk? Let's talk Pink Princess, alright? But, you know, I snuck into the studio the other day, and I saw her. The one inside the Pink Princess suit? Ugh, what a dog. It was kind of a shock for a boy of my tender age.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Saw Will Powers in there.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember, right? That lawyer guy. Huh, me? I'm in training to become a paranormal photographer. You know that picture I took of everyone? Well, just behind them, there's a ghost. For real! Now that's talent. I'm gonna be famous.
Damn. I bet there was. I bet there was for real.
I bet there was for real.
For real, I bet there was a ghost there.
Mm-hmm. What ghost?
Look at Edward smiling. Where'd they get that victory sign?
They made it.
Aw, she had it prepared. She's
Yeah.
like, I know.
We're gonna win. We did it.
We did it. And who was that who was asking all of those people those strange questions about Phoenix Wright?
I don't know. It was us, maybe.
It was us, the Hopes.
Yeah.
All right. Well, okay.
Yeah. And we'll come back to those scrolling things later.
So we do have one more case left in the game, Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney of the Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney trilogy game. And that is Rise from the Ashes, which is like kind of an epilogue thing, I think. Wow, I like how we're on here right now. Thank you for being here at this stream. We appreciate you, and we hope you have a good rest of the day. Let me do a quick little searchy search for something really quick. I'll put us on the ending screen.
Yeah.
Because I think there's some people who are doing stuff for Pokemon for Pride, if anyone knows about that event right now. I'm glad you caught the ending too, Leo. Yeah. Thanks for coming back to check it out.
Thanks for coming.
We appreciate all of you for coming and hanging out with us, and
yes,
for just like
being pals.
Being our pals. It's very, very cool. Let's go check on Nora doing some shiny hunting so that we can sorry, I need to get on that. Okay. We're gonna go check on Nora for some shiny hunting, who's doing Pokemon for Pride. She is great, and everyone should be nice to her.
Yeah.
Because we like her. Okay. We will see you on Wednesday for more Pokemon.
Yay! See you then. Have a good night.
Oh, they fixed their raid thing to be a lot better.